In early December 2025, when the global music industry was already buzzing with predictions about the future of BTS, Jungkook quietly pressed the Go Live button on Weverse. There was no teaser, no official announcement from HYB, no countdown clock to prepare fans for what was about to happen, and yet, within minutes, millions of viewers flooded into the live stream. For weeks, speculation had been building. BTS had officially completed their military service era. All 7 members were finally back in civilian life, and the question that echoed across fan communities, media outlets, and industry circles was simple, but loaded with emotion. What comes next? Jungkook's Weverse Live, casual in tone yet monumental in impact, offered the clearest answer fans had received so far. This was not just another fan interaction. IT was a signal, a confirmation, and, for many, a turning point in the post-military era of BTS. Jungkook appeared on screen without elaborate staging.
No dramatic lighting.
No performance outfit. Just Jungkook, relaxed, calm, and visibly comfortable, speaking directly to fans as if continuing a conversation that had never truly stopped. Within moments, hashtags began trending worldwide. Hashtag Jungkook Weverse Live, hashtag BTS 2026, hashtag Jungkook album update. Fans across Asia, Europe, the Americas, and the Middle East shared screenshots, translations, and emotional reactions in real time. Media outlets quickly picked up the story, recognizing that this was not a routine live stream. It was the first substantial update from a BTS member regarding the group's musical future since the end of their military service. What made the moment even more powerful was Jungkook's tone. There was no rush, no pressure to entertain. Instead, he spoke thoughtfully, choosing his words carefully, aware of the weight they carried. During the live stream, Jungkook confirmed what fans had been hoping to hear. BTS's next full group album is not a distant idea, it is actively in progress. He revealed that multiple tracks have already reached the mastering stage, a detail that immediately caught the attention of both fans and industry professionals. Mastering, the final step in music production, signals that songs are nearing completion rather than remaining in early demo phases. For many listeners, this single detail changed everything. IT suggested that BTS was not merely planning a comeback, but executing it. Jungkook emphasized that the members are deeply involved in the process, discussing musical direction together, sharing ideas, and carefully shaping the sound that will define BTS's next era. Importantly, he avoided giving a fixed release date, choosing instead to focus on the journey rather than the deadline. That restraint, fans noted, felt intentional. While every BTS member commands enormous influence, Jungkook's words often resonate in a particular way. As the group's youngest member, main vocalist, and one of its most globally recognizable faces, Jungkook represents both continuity and evolution. His solo success with Golden proved that he could stand alone on the world stage, topping charts, breaking streaming records, and earning critical praise across continents. Yet throughout his solo era, Jungkook repeatedly emphasized one message: BTS was never left behind. His Weverse Live reinforced that sentiment. Rather than framing the upcoming album as a return, Jungkook spoke of it as a continuation, an organic next chapter shaped by maturity, experience, and time. Industry analysts were quick to note that Jungkook's calm confidence suggested clarity behind the scenes. This was not uncertainty masked by optimism. This was someone who knew where the project stood. Beyond the factual updates, fans were deeply affected by Jungkook's emotional presence. At several moments during the live stream, he paused, not out of hesitation, but reflection. He spoke about how meaningful it felt to work together again, how different the atmosphere was now compared to earlier years, and how the time apart had changed their perspective. Without explicitly mentioning the hardships of military service, his words carried a quiet acknowledgement of growth. Fans described the moment as comforting, grounding, and real. Many commented that Jungkook seemed more centered, more self-assured, and more intentional than ever before. From a media standpoint, the timing of Jungkook's live stream was significant. December 2025 marked a period of intense speculation. Rumors about BTS's comeback timeline, potential world tours, and musical direction were circulating daily. Some reports claimed early 2026 releases, while others suggested late-year plans. HYB, for its part, remained largely silent. Jungkook's live did not contradict that silence, but it softened BY offering clarity without overexposure. He managed expectations while keeping anticipation alive. This balance is something BTS has mastered over the years, and Jungkook's approach reflected that strategic maturity. Jungkook's confirmation that songs are already being mastered suggests several key implications. The creative direction is already defined. Mastering only begins once production decisions are finalized. The comeback timeline is likely closer than expected while no date was announced. The production stage indicates forward momentum. BTS is prioritizing quality over speed. Jungkook repeatedly emphasized taking their time, signaling a carefully crafted release. The album will reflect personal and collective growth. His comments hinted at themes shaped by time, distance, and reunion. Fans immediately began theorizing about musical styles, whether BTS would return to their roots, explore more experimental sounds, or blend their solo influences into a unified group identity. Within hours of the live stream, international news outlets ran headlines highlighting Jungkook's update. Social media engagement surged, with translations appearing in dozens of languages. What stood out was not just the scale of the reaction, but its tone. Rather than chaotic speculation, fans expressed patience, trust, and emotional readiness. Many noted that Jungkook's honesty made them feel included rather than teased. In an industry often driven by hype cycles, this response underscored BTS's unique relationship with their audience. As the live stream came to an end, Jungkook thanked fans for waiting, not as an obligation, but as a shared experience. That moment captured his role perfectly. He is not positioning himself above the story of BTS, nor is he hiding behind it. Instead, Jungkook stands at the intersection of individual artistry and collective legacy. His Weverse Live was not a press conference. IT was not a promotional stunt. IT was a conversation, quiet, sincere, and powerful, and for millions around the world. It confirmed what they already felt deep down. BTS is not coming back. BTS never really left. When Jungkook casually mentioned that several songs were already in the mastering stage, many fans celebrated instinctively. But for those familiar with the music industry, that single word carried enormous significance. Mastering is not experimentation. IT is not brainstorming. IT is not uncertainty. Mastering is the final checkpoint before music meets the world. For BTS, a group known for meticulous involvement in every layer of their sound, from lyrics and composition to arrangement and vocal direction. Reaching this stage suggests that the creative vision for their 2026 album is already clearly defined. Industry insiders note that BTS rarely rushes this process. Historically, albums like B, Map of the Soul, 7, and Love Yourself underwent long refinement periods even after songs were technically finished. That Jungkook confirmed mastering implies a level of confidence in the material that is not taken lightly. Fans began revisiting past interviews where BTS described their studio habits, long nights, emotional debates, moments of doubt, and eventual breakthroughs. Jungkook's words suggested that those familiar scenes had returned, this time shaped by adulthood, separation, and reunion. Although Jungkook did not directly discuss military life in detail, its influence was impossible to ignore. Time away from the spotlight reshapes artists in quiet but lasting ways. For BTS, military service was not just a pause. It was a shared experience of normalcy, discipline, and distance from fame. During the live stream, Jungkook hinted that working together again felt different now. That difference, fans believe, reflects emotional maturity rather than loss of passion.